Good morning. I'm Shama Gustav, and this is my cousin Ricia. You'll hear a little bit more about her later on when I get to interview her. But I first want to start off by giving you guys a little bit more insight about me and why I chose to take that class. So, coming into the University of Bridgeport, I always wanted to take some type of psych class, and that was also a requirement for me, so it kind of worked perfectly for me. So through taking that psych class, I've gained a lot of insight on how the mind works and how the mind kind of controls the body and how we function and stuff like that. So I've learned a lot of about the different mental illnesses and stuff like that. So I've kind of I can say that I'm pretty knowledgeable regarding those type of things. So with my major as dental hygiene, I wasn't really required to take any more psych class. That was the only psych class that I needed to take to get into the program. So I kind of stopped there. And for my bachelor's degree, I was told that I need another, psych class. That's why I kind of went with this counseling class. So this class kind of worked for me because the time that I was taking, I signed up to take the class. I was going through some stuff, and that I needed help, help for and stuff like that. So I thought to myself, why not go with this class? Because it will be beneficial for me if I'm able to, know how to help others with, their issues and how to calm them down. As a counselor, I can use those skills for myself. Especially like in time of, the stuff, everything that's going on now. You need someone, to talk to and someone to calm you down, and that class actually really helped me with that. So I can say that I benefited from taking this class. Like, it really helped me a lot, and I'm very grateful that I got the opportunity to take that class. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to my cousin, and she will tell you guys, what school she goes to, her major and things like that, and then we'll get to the questions later on. So
All right. So again, my name is Ricia. I'm a freshman at Southern Connecticut University. I had originally went in as a nursing major, and currently I'm undecided right now. I originally went in for nursing because first off, the body honestly was something that was very very interesting to me ever since like high school and everything, and I would always take classes like A&P and neurobiology, so I really like working with the brain personally. So I realized that nursing just wasn't for me at the time because, COVID happened. And I kind of realized, like, I don't think I want to be in that position later on in my life if that ever happened, if, we ever go through something like this again. And it was like very, very competitive, and it kind of felt like I just basically lost hope when it came down to it. So currently I'm undecided. I can't really figure out what I want to do. Throughout my college career, like what I want to study and what I want to graduate with. So that's why I'm currently undecided. I know that I do want to work within the healthcare field, if not within the healthcare field, just helping people like with their mental health or even like bodily functions and everything. So, yeah.
okay. So you said that you are currently undecided in college. As you said, like, you want to work in the medical field, but you're not sure exactly what route to take. I can definitely relate to your concerns, because as when I was a senior in college, I mean high school, I applied to colleges as, nursing programs, to get into the nursing programs. And for UB, when I got into UB, I was admitted to the pre-nursing program, which you have to go to take some science courses, some math courses, and I forgot what the other requirements were, but you have to take those classes in order to apply to the nursing program. So the pre-nursing isn't really like, you got into it, but because you have to reapply to the nursing program and take the TEAS test. So I went to UB with that in mind, and I was set on I'm just doing nursing, nothing else. So it came down to it where I was just like, nah, it wasn't for me at all. So I think it was around November of my freshman year in college that I was like, yeah, nursing is really not for me. Like, I just cannot, like, I do love helping people, but in that process, I just want to, like, not have to, just, and COVID kind of, like she said, COVID kind of like um put everything in perspective. Like, this is what I would have to do if I went with the nursing program. And if did I really want to, at that point, did I really want to put myself through all that? And it didn't work out for me. So I just don't like to push myself. And to me, if something is not meant to be the first time, then I'm not gonna force it to be again. So I just go with the flow. I went with the flow and I applied to the dental hygiene program, and I got into the dental hygiene program. And now I really, like, I love everything about it. Um so, like, what makes you think that you want to work into, like, the medical field? Is there, like, some type of, um what interests you about the healthcare field that you want to work in for?
What interested me mainly was back, I want to say, the summer between junior year and senior year. I had visited a family member in Ohio, and he is a psychiatrist, so he kind of got me into a lot of shadowing programs. And I ended up shadowing the NICU, and it is, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of like sad seeing all those like babies that, come into the world not completely healthy. But it was also like enjoyable to see like how you can just help someone that's so small and so innocent. And I also got to shadow my uncle also, and like I saw him be with his patients and talk to his patients, and it kind of made me realize, like, I really want to, help people no matter what it is. But I knew it was always going to be something within like the brain, or with the mind, like with mental health and everything. So during that time, I had actually like had a sit down conversation with him, and he came up with the idea for me to go into nursing with at least like a minor in psychology or a concentration in psychology, since that's what interested me the most. And at the time, like, it felt like, oh yeah, it's a good idea, I like the way you think and everything. But then once I got into it, it didn't go the way I thought it would. And the thing is, with the Southern program also, they made it seem as if like when you applied and you got accepted into the nursing program, it wasn't until I started taking classes and everything and met with my advisor, there was like, oh no, you're not in the nursing program yet, you're pre-nursing. So I did pretty well like my first semester, and I thought I was on the right track, and then I wasn't, apparently. So yeah.
So I understand everything you're saying, because, like I said, we kind of relate to that. And I do believe that, you're well valued, and you are needed in the healthcare field, like you said, because you have some type of, want to help others. You have some type of, desire to help others, and, like, health wise and stuff. And I think that's always needed. Like, someone that works in the medical field is always needed, because there's always, sadly to say, there's always, like, some type of disease, some type of something going on where you need someone to talk to, or you need someone to, be there for you. And I think that people who dedicate their lives and their times to the medical field should be really highly recognized, because it's not an easy job. And even, like, as a dental hygiene major, you wouldn't think that there's a lot that goes into it, because, you just go to the dentist, get your teeth cleaned, and that's it. It's really not that. It sounds easy, but it really isn't that easy once you get into it, and once you start doing the work. And it's very time consuming. And that's why, like, you have to be passionate about what you're doing. You have to, know your values, know your worth, and know that you will make an impact into the what you're doing, so you can make it, beneficial and, like, more pleasant for yourself, and something that you enjoy doing now and, later on in life. So I thank you for giving me your time and for allowing me to interview you for this class. Like I said, this class was a class that I benefited from a lot, and it really helped me. It helped me then, and it will continue to help me, because I'm now going to use these skills to, you know, further my education and further myself, and to, you know, bettering myself. So I thank you for your time, and thank you for teaching us this class.